If you've ever tried to resize an image in Photoshop and ended up with a blurry or soft result, this video is going to help a lot. Today I'm showing you how to resize an image in Photoshop without losing quality, using the right workflow and the right settings so your image stays as sharp as possible. This is a super useful skill whether you're editing photos for the web, preparing graphics for social media, or getting an image ready for print. And before we jump in, make sure to hit like and subscribe for more easy Photoshop tutorials just like this one. Alright, let's get started. The first thing you want to do is protect your image layer before you resize anything. This is really important. If you scale a normal pixel layer down and then later scale it back up, Photoshop has to guess what those missing pixels should look like, and that can lead to permanent blurriness. The best way to avoid that is by converting your layer into a smart object. So go over to your Layers panel on the right side of Photoshop. Find the image layer you want to resize, right-click on it, and choose Convert to Smart Object. Once you do that, Photoshop will preserve the original image data inside the smart object, which means you get much more flexibility if you need to resize it again later. Now that your layer is protected, the next step is to open the image size window. You can do that by going to the top menu and clicking Image, then Image Size. If you prefer keyboard shortcuts, you can use Ctrl plus Alt plus I on Windows or CMD plus Option plus I on Mac. This opens the main dialog where Photoshop lets you control the size and resolution of your image. Inside this window, you'll notice width and height fields, and in between them there should be a chain link icon. Make sure that link is turned on. That link locks the aspect ratio so your image keeps its original proportions. If the link is off, you could accidentally stretch your image and make it look warped or distorted, so always double check that before making changes. Now here's the part that really matters for quality, the resample dropdown. This setting tells Photoshop how to mathematically rebuild the pixels as the image changes size. Choosing the right resampling method makes a huge difference depending on whether you're making the image bigger or smaller. If you are enlarging the image, go to the Resample dropdown and select Preserve Details 2.0 if your version of Photoshop has it. If you're using an older version, select Preserve Details. This is Photoshop's smarter upscaling option, and it does a much better job of keeping edges defined and details cleaner when you increase the size. After you choose it, you'll usually see a reduce noise slider appear. You can drag that slightly to the right if the image starts looking a little grainy or if enlarging it brings out unwanted digital artifacts. If you are shrinking the image instead, choose Bicubic Sharper. This is a great option for reducing size because it helps prevent the image from looking soft or muddy after the pixels are compressed. It keeps text, edges, and fine details looking crisp, which is especially helpful for web graphics or thumbnails. Once you've selected the right resampling method, it's time to adjust the actual size. You can change the units if needed, depending on what you're working with. For example, you might use pixels for digital images, inches for print work, or percent if you just want to scale proportionally. Then type in your new width or height, and Photoshop will automatically adjust the other value if the link icon is on. If you're preparing the image for print, make sure the resolution is set to 300 pixels per inch. That's the standard for high-quality printed output. If your image is just for the screen, like a website, blog, or social media post, then 72 or 150 pixels per inch is usually fine. For digital work, the most important thing is the actual pixel dimensions, so focus on the width and height more than the print resolution. Take one more look at your settings before confirming. Check that the aspect ratio is locked, confirm the correct resampling method is selected, and make sure your output size matches your goal. Once everything looks good, click OK. Photoshop will apply the resize, and because you used a smart object and the right resampling options, your image should retain as much quality as possible. And that's how you resize an image in Photoshop without losing quality. If you followed along, you now know how to protect your layer, choose the right image size settings, and use the best resampling method for both enlarging and shrinking images. These are the same settings that can save you a ton of time and help your edits look much more professional. If this tutorial helped you, please give it a like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next Photoshop tip. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.